Okay, so we're doing a presentation about suicide in the United States.
Okay.
And first, I want to ask you, what's your name and what's your role here at Columbus?
My name is Juan Vila. I am the academic dean.
Thank you. And you had your doctorate, or your doctorate was in clinical psychology?
My doctorate is a PsyD, which is a doctorate in clinical psychology. You're correct.
Thank you. And why do you think suicide is a rising occurrence in today's world?
Hmm. Well, you need the support system. I mean, obviously, many, nowadays they attribute many of the incidents to alcoholism, to drug use. But at the end of the day, is do we have the necessary support system in place to help the students who feel helpless, or even the adults who feel helpless? So the question I ask everyone, and I tell all the students, is family, friends, and faith. If you have family, you have that support group. Friends, someone to talk to, support group. And faith, because when unfortunately we have circumstances that we feel that we are not empowered or strong enough to overcome, we have our God. And
Very
we
true.
pray to have hope, and by having faith, certainly we can surpass and overcome any difficulties that we have.
Perfect. Why do you think teenagers, the rate for suicide in teenagers is also going up? Do you think it could be anything to do with social media, with how we treat other people online, since technology is becoming our lives basically in our generation?
Well, look at social media. Everybody's happy. Everybody's smiling. Look at me. Look at my car. Look at this delicious food. Look at what I had for breakfast. I mean, do we share our failures? Do we say, today I feel sleepy? Today I got a C in one of my tests. What do I do now? No, everything is about having a perfect world, which unfortunately doesn't exist. So at the end of the day, can social media be part of what's happening? Certainly it can be, but are your social media friends real friends? That's the question I have. Do you call them? Do you text them? How much time do you spend with them? Are they really your friends? So what if you have 50,000 followers? Who do you talk to at the end of the day?
Very true. And if you see a peer or a friend who you think could be considering suicide or is depressed, what's a good way to talk to them but not be so upfront with it, saying like, are you thinking about it, but more kind of trying to comfort them and trying for them to tell you what's wrong without being too abrupt?
Just being there. Honestly, if a friend of yours approaches you to talk about his or her thoughts, difficulties that they're having, just be there. Be genuine. Be yourself. And if you ever feel that your friend wants to kill him or herself, call 911. Call the suicide hotline, 96 abuse. The last thing that you want is to have a guilty conscience because you did not do enough to help a friend. And none of us, especially if you're a teenager, you don't have the experience to deal with someone that is really contemplating suicide. If someone came to my office and said, Dr. Vila, I want to kill myself, you know what I do? I call 911 because I am required to report. Everyone in the school system, a doctor, are mandated reporters. We must notify the authorities because immediately you get intervention, you get assessed, and the doctors decide whether or not you need to be institutionalized for 24 hours or if you're good to go. But certainly be a friend, be genuine, and if someone you feel is really helpless and hopeless and is considering suicide, call the authorities.
Thank you. That's good information. Thank you so much.
All right, perfect. Thank you.